Hello, this is Pickles, and as requested, this is the Photoshop tutorial. It's going to be a three-part. I'm going to be basically showing you how to do a non-partnership back. Well, I'll show you what we're going to do and what we're actually going to be doing. Might help a bit. We're going to be making something like this. I'm going to be showing you how to make it like a glossy colour. And here I'm going to be showing you how to make your text box and how to make these awesome wires. Obviously I'm going to be doing a different one because there's no point in making the same one really. So let's start a new project, 2000 by 2070 I think it is. Right, well that'll do. This isn't going to be exact measurements, but I'll give you them if you want them to. Right, so let's pretend that you don't. Well, I'm going to use this for people who need to start from scratch. So you need to make your boxes first. So let's just go ahead and make these really quickly. Just grab your shape tool, get the square tool, and just draw it out pretty rough. I'm just going to do it pretty rough because I'm not really too bothered. I may use this again, so I'm not going to do it in the same colour or anything, but that's your basic layout. I think that's way too wide if I'm honest. Bring that in a bit like that, there we go. I quite like it like that, with like the big box and then minimum. Yeah, it looks nice. Right, so first off, we're going to start with like that glossy effect that we had. So go on to, let me just think about this, colour overlay, and you're going to want to go on to like whatever colour you want. So personally I love this green. I think it's beautiful. Oh, it's not that one, it's not that one either. God damn it, where is it? It's a really nice one. Don't want it too yellow. That's nice. So we'll have that, and then you go on to gradient overlay. Yeah, sorry about that. And we're going to go on to screen. And that did nothing, so overlay. Whoa, this isn't going down too well. Hold on a second. Well, it's definitely there. Overlay. There we are. So you overlay, you know, your normal colour, so your green. You click overlay on that, and your gradient overlay should be, well, you can just put it on whatever you want really to have it how you like it. Personally, screen looks nice, I think. Not going to have it too. Just turn the opacity down a bit, and then we're gonna angle it to however you want. So I like it in the right hand corner, and yeah, that looks nice and textured. Also, if you want it, you can, if you put your scale down to 0, you can actually see like the difference there. I like it merged in a bit like that. I think that looks really nice. So for anyone who can't really see, scale on 71, have your angle on 56, your opacity on 56, gradient colour black and white standard, and your blend mode on screen, that's for gradient, and colour overlay, whatever colour you want, and your opacity on 100, and your blend mode on overlay. So if we do that, I know we've already drawn this out, but then basically just duplicate this and put it on the top layer and just basically fit it on. And then what you do is you delete your black layer, because it's like acting as rulers, except I don't really like using rulers because then I'm not really too sure on how to use them really, if I'm honest. So yeah, so then once you've done that, just delete that one, and that was the wrong one to delete. Well done, Mark. Delete them. So that should be that one, and that should be that one. Great. Right, so now you just merge them together, right click merge layers, and there you go. Right, so now you've got your light textured layers. The next thing that we're going to be doing is, I do believe, adding a background or backdrop. What I have learned from my lovely experience of doing graphics is you don't want to add a background that's got too much on it. You want to add something that's pretty simple but looks nice. So I got these off Apple Mac images, like this kind of like blurred colour. The reason I like these really is because you can do a lot with them. So I'm gonna have this, and when we put it into Photoshop, don't worry if it doesn't match the colour of your actual backdrop, because what I'll do is I'll change the colour in Photoshop, which is a nice little tip. Right, so there we go. and as I said, we'll change it. So you go to the eraser tool while you're on that layer selected, you click OK, Control U if you're on PC, and then just find the green wherever it may be. There it is. There. If you turn that up all the way, you can see it's proper green. So I'm just going to have it like a nice silky green there. I think we're going to go with like the nature effect here, and I'm going to teach you something else now too. If you press Control Shift N, have a new layer. Now we're going to create these wires that I was talking about. Happy days, happy days. So go on your brush, make sure it's on about 7 and it's on the thick brush tool right here. Go onto your pen tool, and basically we're just going to click there and click there. We're going to go like that, just dragging it ever so slightly like that. Then we're going to stroke it, not literally. Go on to brush, okay, that, and then delete your path. Right, so that's one wire done. Now the clever thing what I do about my wires is I don't do different like ones, I just mix them up a bit, as you'll see. So if you go to bevel and emboss, as you can see, it just makes the wire a bit more interesting, which is always a nice touch to add. And if you go to gradient overlay, colour overlay again, you overlay your red and then you choose what colour you want. So again, I want green. So now, as you can see, it's like a red, a greeny like gradient, which looks really nice. Obviously that's not done, so duplicate that layer now it's done. Sorry if I'm going a bit quick, I've got a rush, I'm going out soon. And then basically just do that. So you're overlaying it, then merge them together, duplicate layer again, and you basically just do this, like obviously zooming in so you can get it in the position you want every time. And personally I'm trying to go for the grass effect on this one. You guys can do whatever you want, but yeah, and as you can see, like the wires start to stick out more, as you can see near the bottom, and that is actually how you get the effect of like loads of like circuit wires. I think it looks awesome. So, and then you have like a gap like that, so it doesn't look all the same. So it's like that, or better yet, actually like that. And then if we bring this one in a bit like that, that looks great. So then we merge them, then basically duplicate that, drag it down here so it does the same, or you can do whatever you want really. Then once you've done that, merge them, Control T and rotate it the other way like that, except I did that wrong. Control Shift N, new layer. Actually, what am I doing really? Duplicate that layer, sorry. Control T and just do it round like that, then slot it in like that. So that looks nice and even now. Like that a lot. Right, so that's how you do your wires. Obviously it's going to look a bit weird because, well, for a start, your thing's bigger here and stuff, and I know it's not perfect. But now, just to finish this tutorial off, since I'll do the rest in the next one really, is if you go on to your pen tool again and you go to here and just, oh hold on, actually can just take that away, just start a new layer like that, and we're just going to create that text box I was talking about. Since this one is slightly different, I can play around with it a bit more, which is nice. Just going round the edges like that and then connecting them up, stroking the path again and deleting the path. Right, so now you've got that nice little box there, and again gradient overlay and colour overlay. For this I think a black, nah, not black, a darky misty green would look nice like that, because then if you've got black text it's not really going to stop it or anything. If anyone's really lazy and can't be arsed, I'll make this a template so you guys can download it and stuff, which I probably will do in a pack. I'll do a pack soon probably, and then go on satin to make it darker and stroke, but put your stroke on 1, so it just adds a nice little blend there, and put your opacity down to about 29, and there you go. Right, so that's looking pretty fancy, and then basically the only thing you need to do here now, just to finish off this tutorial, is add some text, and I'll show you how to make some nice text quickly. Just basic nice text. So I'll put design. If anyone wants that text, it's Bank Gothic. Quite a nice text, I like it. So sorry, my text is really slow. It's like one of the slowest things to load on Photoshop. There we go. So design's done, and if I zoom in, if anyone wants to know, that's Control Plus, by the way. So you've got design there, and then you can just add like whatever you want. So you could have design there, something else here, and then obviously at the other side something else. You see, the great thing about backgrounds like these are they're really, really simple, but they look so nice, and that's why they're a lot of fun to do. Hold on, I need to get this perfect. I'm quite a perfectionist person when it comes to getting it on the line. There we go. So as you can see, that looks really nice and quite natural, which is the kind of look I want to go for. Next tutorial I will be showing you how to finish it off. Really, sorry, it will be a 2-part tutorial, not a 3. No, it will be a 3-part. Next time I'll be showing you how to do. We'll be finishing this off. Will it be adding some like overlay circles, and I'll be showing you how to use filters and how you can put stuff into Cinema 4D and create like 3D objects out of stuff that you wouldn't normally use. And yeah, so this has been Pickles, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.